People of the internet. So today we are 22 weeks and 1 day pregnant with tubal reversal baby number 2. I thought I would do an update and actually say stuff that actually matters this time because I've done one, I think, or two, and every time I turn the camera on it's just I don't know what I'm supposed to say. So I actually wrote things down this time. So at 22 weeks, baby is the size of corn on the cob. This is actually, I used that Ovia app because I'm weird, I don't know. And every week on Thursday, I hit my next week, so the little picture of what the baby looks like changes, and each week it's ridiculous things. They can't even just be oh, the baby's the size of a pea, or a kernel of corn, or a grape, or something like that. They're saying things that don't even, I don't even know what that is. Last week, it said I was the baby was the size of a, forgive me if I'm wrong, something cow choy? Choy? I don't know. But it was some sort of Chinese freaking vegetable. I don't know. So that was annoying. But this week, he is the size of corn on the cob. So I actually know how big he kind of is and how big I kind of am. I'm 150 pounds now, which I was my normal weight for me is 120, 130. So this is my 3rd pregnancy, so my body knows what it's doing and it's gonna get bigger quicker. I'm aware of that. But I got big quick. And I didn't feel the baby moving, and I was just I'm so fat, blah 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 blah. I don't feel good about myself. So being 150 pounds is a little bit hard to swallow. I fluctuate give or take a couple pounds every day, but I don't have a scale at home, so I've been weighing myself at work. So obviously I'm struggling with the weight thing. I hope and plan that this is my last pregnancy, so after the baby is born, my husband and I are super planned to get up and go. We're gonna work out, we're gonna be active, we're not gonna sit on the couch and watch TV, we're not gonna stay home with the baby just because he's a baby. We're gonna go. We're gonna be active and get things done. So hopefully I can get back down to 120, but I had Dakota and I was 125, and then I had my surgery to get my tubes tied, and then I lost weight, and then I got my tubes untied and I gained weight, and I was 130 something. Granted, I miscarried and then got pregnant, I don't know, but either way, weight sucks. I don't want to get bigger, and I already feel huge. I don't like it. So that sucks. Some of the things this past 2 weeks is heartburn. Heartburn, and heartburn from hell, okay? This heartburn will come out of nowhere and slap me in the face, and I cannot do anything, and I will just sit on the couch and I'm dying or something. I'll go and drink milk right out of the carton to put the fire out. It's that bad. And yet I still haven't gone to the store. Well, I have gone to the store a few times and still have forgotten to buy Rolaids or Tums or whatever it is people use to fix their freaking heartburn. So I'm an idiot. Let's see, I had my last appointment, which was just before 20 weeks, quite a while ago, and I've just been lazy. At that appointment, it was almost 20 weeks, so it was the anatomy scan, and the doctor did tell me he is officially a boy, so the blood test was right, and I can let go of the whole girl thing, which I still cry about. One thing I just like to get straight: people see that I'm upset that I'm not going to have a girl, or I don't want to put my body through another pregnancy, So I'm kind of dealing with the fact that I might never have a daughter. And it brings tears to my eyes. I get upset. I cry about it. I think about it way too much. And it bothers me. Like, I never saw my life without a daughter. I just feel like I am supposed to have a daughter. And if that means I should adopt, then I feel like that's what I should do. But I will talk to my friends and family and people about this, and they automatically, like, assume that I don't love my unborn son. Like, oh, you'll love him once you hold him. Like, no, bitch. I love him already. Thank you very much. And he's not even born. I just am upset that I'm not having a girl. Like, I don't know why that's so hard for everybody to grasp. It's not like, I don't know. So that's frustrating. Like, I love my son. I'm going to love him just as much as my other son. I wouldn't trade him. I wouldn't get rid of him just to have a girl. I just am grieving the fact that I will never have a daughter. Like, we can't afford adoption privately, so we would have to go through foster care again. And if you haven't gone through that, you don't know what it's like, okay? It's difficult. Like, I have 3 teenagers. I know what it's like. I've got a pretty good idea. The foster care system is not always the best option for everybody. Whether or not my husband decided to go down that route is between us. I don't know what we're going to do at this point. I know my husband wants a daughter, as well as I do. I just don't know if he feels as strongly about it as I do. So moving past all that, like, heavy stuff, my next appointment is in, like, 6 days, so it's in a week. And I don't really know what they're going to do. I don't want to sound stupid, but I'm just excited to get another ultrasound. But I don't want to have to, like, get my blood done or, like, I don't know. I haven't had a baby in 5 years pretty much, so I don't remember how the appointments go. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see, other things. Names. Okay, Seth and I have been struggling. Like, the struggle is real with names. And it's mostly my fault. Like, I'm being difficult. I want a short name that's unique, not weird, but unique, and strong for my son. And it has to go well with a middle name. Like, it has to sound good, and it has to go with Dakota, half decent, and, like, I have all these things. And I've been freaking out about it. Like, I think about baby names all the time. Well, my husband and I were actually talking about it late one night, and he just said it. And I was like, oh, that's kind of sticking with me. And he was like, oh, no, I was just kidding. I don't like it. So I didn't say anything. Because I didn't know if it was for sure the one. So I thought about it for a couple days. And I'm like, oh, heartburn. I thought about it for a couple days, and I know it's the one. It's totally the name that I want. Like, I'm dead set. I just told my husband last night, I was like, hey, I know the name I want, and I'm like 100% serious. I'm not going to tell you. And he's like, tell me, obviously. So I told him, and I was like, you can't say no. Like, you just have to seriously think about this. Like, I'm dead serious. This is what I want. So I told him, and he didn't say anything, and we watched our movie, and it was fine. So hopefully at the hospital we'll take 2 names and come out with just one. I do kind of am excited about, so this time giving birth, I want to do things completely different, which I'll get into my birth plan in a minute. But I don't want to tell anybody the name of him, like his name, even if we decide, like, yesterday. I don't want to tell anybody the name. And nobody's going to take pictures at the hospital until we do. Like, those pictures are not to be posted online or anything like that. And then I want to introduce him to, like, the world with his name. And nobody knows. Like, not even my kids know. So that's what I want to do. So, birth plan, I do have to have C-sections because of a past thing. I tried with Dakota to have a natural, and the doctors were just like, it's too risky for you, you can't do it. So, I'm over that. Have to have a C-section. Nowadays, chest to chest can happen on the operating table, so I guess they're just gonna, you know, pull them out of me, cut the cord, and put them right on my chest. My husband still doesn't want to cut the cord because, you know, my guts are gonna be out there, and I don't want him to pass out, so that's gonna be that. And then we're gonna have our 1 hour of alone time, which I plan to do the first 30 minutes on my chest, and then I'd like to move him to Seth on his chest, and then probably come back to me to establish breastfeeding